I'm back, and yeah, so as everybody's known from my Instagram posts, I have not been feeling good at all, and I went to the hospital. I've been in and out of the ER without in a week during, let's see, like July 20th today, so I got like really sick several days ago. Like 6 days ago. So I haven't been feeling very good. So I'm gonna kind of tell you guys a little bit of like what happened. I've had high fevers, 103, 104, 105. Those are dangerous levels. When you reach like 105, you have a chance of brain damage and possibility of even dying. So keep that in mind. But so some of the things that how do I put this? I was sick with was all internal body stuff. I had an issue with my kidneys, and luckily in time I went to the hospital and ER. I had to have stuff put in to my, you can still see it where they put the IV in. It hurt. It hurt a lot. This is a bruise that I've had for like a whole week, and it's just been getting worse and worse and worse. And I just wasn't feeling good. You guys are actually going to be seeing a video that I filmed before, actually no, it was actually the day that I went into the hospital. So you guys get to see actually how I was feeling, how I was actually looking that day of that I went into the hospital. So keep that in mind as well. And I said that I wouldn't be filming till I felt better. Well, I don't feel too bad right now, so I thought I would just kind of ease myself back into all of this. And here's some sad parts. I broke 2 nails, one this morning and one yesterday. Super sad, so I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna afford to fix those, because I can't walk around like this, and it's dumb. More about the whole like experience. I actually thought that I was gonna be like, I don't know, I did not feel good. I was in pain. I never liked being in that kind of pain. All of my pain was on the back side of my left side where my kidney was, and that's a lot of where the pain was stemming from. It originally was just kind of like one of those kind of pains, and I thought, oh, maybe it was me like trying to stretch and pop my back, and then not so much. So exactly, I don't really know how these things happen, but I ended up taking a whole bunch of antibiotics. I've got to take like 9 or 10 different medications, and they're all for different things, by the way, not just for one thing. And just know that the medicine that they have me on, it prevents from any kidney infections, it prevents from any failure, and it prevents just some other things as well. Hi! You wanna sit with me? Okay. So, know that I am getting better. I didn't film on my camera yet because, frankly, I don't feel great enough, and it's 7:28 in the morning, on this Monday morning, and I'm trying to go to school tomorrow. So I'm not feeling too hot right now, even though I just kind of got up. But I'm trying one step at a day, or one step at a time. And I also want to point out, for a lot of people on Guru Gossiper and all this other stuff, who were saying that I'm lying about being in the hospital. You can't lie with really, really horrible, you know, in reality, you just can't lie about that kind of stuff. You know, you really can't at all. So, for all those people on Guru Gossiper that thought that I was lying, that, you know, that's kind of stupid, to be honest. And I read all those. I read them all. I know what you guys say. I know the several people that have been doing it. And it's just like, if you really have a problem with me, why don't you just email me at MissyVonMonroe@gmail.com and ask questions, so that way we can kind of get things straightened out. Because seriously, that was I think the only thing that I thought that was really uncalled for. Other than that, you know, I've been looking about some things that people have been saying, and I'm kind of like, well, I'm taking this as positive criticism. So instead of having haters out there, I've decided also, during my whole entire time of being sick, that I'm still getting better, that instead of having haters, they're going to be my positive critics. So, for anybody who says it, even though that they might, you know, they might not be positive at all what they're saying, at least I can take something positive out of that, and maybe change the way that I have certain videos, change the way that I do certain things. I know this is a really horrible quality, and I know that, and I just didn't want to get my camera out. I'm being flat out honest. I didn't feel good enough to get out my camera. I just haven't. For a whole entire week, I actually barely could eat anything. The first time I actually got to eat something was, I think it was Saturday, and then last night I got to eat something. So that should tell you something. And it's Monday now, and I've lost at least 10 to 20 pounds in a week from all this stuff. I mean, I was getting really sick to the point that I couldn't keep anything down. And I don't really know how I even ended up getting as sick as I did. Doctors never said anything of stuff like that. I've asked, and they're just like, you know, these things just kind of happen. Because at first I thought that, you know, like normal, that I would get like heat stroke because I've had it before and stuff like that. But no, I didn't. But they recognized me who I was for about a week, because I was in and out of there. Please don't bite me. Anyway, just know that I am back online, and I will be getting videos out as a daily basis thing, and everybody knows, and I've said, the only time that I won't ever be making videos is if I got seriously sick like this. And I was dead serious. So, and for some other things I want to also kind of say is why I chose Instagram as a main platform to tell everybody what's going on. So, I chose Instagram for a platform that I wanted to say it all on because, one, it's a photo, you can comment what you want and get that message out there super quick. It's on their newsfeed. Done. That's originally why I posted it. And because that's where a lot of my traffic comes from, is my Instagram. My Instagram has more people on there that will get that message out real quick. And I was trying to make daily updates. Some days I didn't post for like 2 days, but regardless, or 1 day or 24 hours, and you know, with those positive critics that I have again on sites saying, yeah, so she's too sick, yet she's posting photos, oh, look at my armband, and stuff like that. Well, no, actually, that was me just coming from a hospital, so, I mean, I would like to kind of not take those comments a little bit as not personal, but those were pretty personal, to think that someone would think that I would be lying about stuff like this, and I'm not, and it kind of made me a little bit upset, to the point, it's just like, really, you know, stuff does not happen to, you know, to me very often like this. The last time I actually ever got sick, to be honest with you, was when I had gotten the flu like everybody else, when all that flu stuff was going around. But this is what people don't understand. When I get sick quick. I take a long time to recover. When my body gets sick, it shuts down. So think about, and this is something I want those, you know, people online to, you know, that have been putting out on that negative stuff. If I would have died and I had linked to what everybody was saying over there, they could actually be charged and held responsible for probably even suicide if it happened. So I just want to kind of make a point out there, for some of the things that they've actually been saying out there, that they can actually literally be charged. And if I actually, because I do know who they are, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I know several of those people exactly who they are, and I have all their contact information, and I've already dealt with some things. So some of the people on there actually have kind of, I noticed, backed off about it on there. But, you know, as to like my daily YouTube stuff, I really don't care what they say. I mean, I think it's really funny, and it does make me laugh. It gives me a kick out of some things. And how they take so many things out of context, and it's just great. It's great entertainment for me. But, you know, certain things like that, no. My medication actually led me to not be able to type. It made it, you know, my hands not be able to work. I was like literally a sitting vegetable, and I couldn't do anything for myself. Hardly. And it wasn't till I finally finished one of those medications where I could actually get up, get around, not feel so sick. So, there you go. That's like 10 medications, you guys, taking every 4 hours with a really high dosage. It sucks. So then I chose just the IV ways, and going in and getting IVs done, and just the medication made me sick, maybe have a huge pot belly. What happens is, when you have stuff like that, that can actually be really, really harmful to you. What that does is gas or medication can release it into your body, create a big bubble around in your stomach, and if you don't get that pumped out, that possibly could rupture a kidney. It could rupture, you know, what they told me in the hospital, not fun. Anyway, but I've had CAT scans, MRIs, and X-rays. So it's pretty painful. I was in a lot of severe pain. you know, I'm still in a little bit of pain right now, and I have to take my ibuprofen to kind of make that pain stop. I do have excessive overheating currently, and that's a main issue that I've been having. It really is a huge issue. I could just be in a shirt like this, and this is like a pajama type, semi-sheer type shirt, but it's cotton with the lace front, but it's also one of like those see-through-ish kind of shirts. I don't know, something like that. Anyways, I think like the cutouts of stuff is kind of see-through. I don't know. It's like Princess Vera. But even this makes me warm. So I'm still fighting off that that somewhat fever. I mean, I've had actually my fever finally break, and it's just stuck in the 90s. There's no way I can get it down. It's gonna be 98, 99. That's still a fever, but at least it's not going up. It took forever, like 3 to 4 days to get it out of the hundreds. So that's the only thing that I was kind of glad about. What else? What else? I explained what it was. I explained I'm trying to think of if there's anything else. Oh yeah, I was only allowed to drink water. I lost like, yeah, I already said I lost like 10 to 20 pounds. I broke 2 nails. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of all I have right now as far as stuff like that. If anybody else has any questions as to stuff, feel free to contact me or ask a question down below from, you know, or in the comment box, I guess. You know, it's gonna take me a little bit just to kind of get back into shape of things. So, that being said, I am feeling a lot better, and I'm also going to be making a thank you video, and I will be saying the name of everybody who has been so kind and so nice, and then I'm also going to make a video of some other stuff addressing some other things. So, that being said, oh, and as to the whole, like, people not caring and just flat out contacting me when they know I'm sick, those were all the people that were on my Facebook page that were constantly messaging me, constantly contacting me. Notice nobody from my Instagram ever contacted me just to chat. But everybody else from my other social media did, which is really strange, and I've never had that happen before. Actually, my Facebook page is actually my slowest form of platform, and I've only got like, what, 361 likes on my page so far, and I kind of stopped doing giveaways, and some people that have won have just been ungrateful. One person won like an iPad, so I mean, it's like some people can be a little bit ungrateful on those kind of sites, but that's, I guess, you know, whatever. So yeah, that being said, have a great day. I'm gonna be trying to get better, and I have a few more things to kind of film on here, and then I will be done. for today. So, if you have any other questions or explanations that you need to be said, feel free to comment below or contact me at MissyVonMonroe@gmail.com for any comments, questions, or concerns, and I will answer them for you all. So, and feel free to check out all my social media at Missy Von Monroe, and don't forget to also subscribe to my channel. I'm back on, and I won't be missing a day, hopefully, depending on how I feel, because I'm still working on this stuff, and it's horrid. So yeah, okay. Bye, guys.